Hello, legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
Welcome back, my name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to Diablo Immortal. In today's video, we're going to be testing the two brand new Wraith form Legendaries for Necromancers. We're going to see if they are any good. So first of all, we're going to be testing the new pants. The new pants would be the Strange Sojourn. The Strange Sojourn pants allow you to teleport onto enemies to deal damage and to AoE fear. So you will be teleporting on a group of mobs. They will all be feared and they will all take damage. The second legendary, which I think is actually better, is called the Stroke of Midnight. Stroke of Midnight is a main hand. This main hand makes it so that whenever you are hit, it will decrease the cooldown on your Wraith form. So each time you're hit, it will reduce the cooldown by half a second. This way, you can have your Wraith form up faster by up to 1.5 seconds. Alright, so right now I am going to teleport in and all of them will be feared. I also have a chip of stone flesh, so they will also be chipped. Now when they hit me, it will take off 1.5 seconds from Wraith forms cooldown. You can see how that went from 5-second cooldown directly to a 3-second cooldown. Skip the 4-second. So I really think Stroke of Midnight is very powerful. Having an additional 1.5 seconds off of the cooldown is really strong. Even though I had bone armor on, even though I still had bone armor on, my bone armor was not depleted. I had the ablative bone armor, which means the 5-hit bone armor, and I wasn't actually taking any damage. But every time I was hit, even though my bone armor wasn't pierced, I still had my bone armor. Every time it hit my bone armor, it still decreased my Wraith form time, which makes this actually it's working really well. I really like the Stroke of Midnight. Alright, so in this BG, I will be playing my 1.4K Rezo Necromancer. My 1.4K Rezo Necromancer. So, we're going to be testing this new fear. I'm going to go in. I feared them, and I died. So yeah, I'm burning. I'm seeping bile. So that's the problem with our new pants. You do go in and you do fear everyone. However, you also die. Okay, you teleport in, and they still have their Wrath of Berserker fire going on. Okay, they still have that burn going on, and you just teleport into the fire. You just basically teleport into the frying pan. And yeah, it doesn't work. These new pants do not work. You really don't want to use new pants. So the pants, you will want to continue using Proximal Fear. Proximal Fear allows you to Wraith form in, and while in Wraith form, you are pretty much immune to all damage, and that allows you to even escape. One additional problem with the new pants, the Sojourn pants, is that it will not let you cast Wraith forms. The Strange Sojourn pants will not let you cast Wraith form unless you have a target. So you're not able to teleport away preemptively to use it as an escape. You can't use Wraith form as an escape anymore. It is only an ability to teleport on top of enemies. So, you know, Wraith form is pretty much always used as an escape to keep yourself alive or as an attack. But now, if you use the Strange Sojourn pants, it can only be used as an attack. Something else interesting is that if you use Stroke of Midnight, the new main hand that will decrease the cooldown on Wraith form by 1.5 seconds, you won't be able to make Bone Spirits you can't use it as a fear tool anymore, because it also, the Communal Rib is also a main hand for turning your Bone Spirit into a fear. So that may not be a huge deal because now your Wraith form is up and your Wraith form does fear also. So you would be able to, you might be able to change out Bone Spirit for a different skill. Maybe Bone Armor, maybe Bone Golem, maybe a Bone Wall. Anyways, I was quite surprised that I'm in actually the top tier. Somehow I have not played my Necro. I have not played my Necro in Battlegrounds in like 2 months. So I'm surprised that I'm in the top tier matches. These are the matches that I would normally play on Milk Tea. So I'm surprised that I'm on the same team as Sugarat, same team as Twister, and because of that, I was using a more offensive build. But halfway through, I found out, oh no way I'm doing any damage in here. I'll just throw down some bone walls instead. So my SSs don't actually match my build at all. However, I do 100% now know that the new pants are completely useless. You do want to continue using Proximal Fear pants, which gives you damage immunity. It's so much better. This is a new battleground. See how the idol is walking backwards very slowly? Look at that. Idol's not moving backwards at all. It's almost like the idol is just not moving backwards. But we were still able to win, and that was very surprising. I'm pretty sure Sugarat in the beginning also predicted that we were going to lose because the enemy team has 6 barbs on it. But I don't know. I thought that this was a very interesting, a very interesting match. Okay, so you see me. I'm actually a dead person right now because that Seeping Ball is about to explode, and I didn't have any bone armor. If I had bone armor, I would have lived. So if I knew that I would be queuing into the top tier MMR matches, I would definitely brought a defensive setup, and I'll test out some more builds for these matches. But definitely as a 1.4K resonance, I would want to bring in completely different build just to make the battlefield a little bit harder for the enemy to play in. So I put up my bone walls, I hit them with the knockup bone spikes, and I try not to die. But I just blow up. So I probably need to bring in some bone armor. Definitely need to bring in some ablative bone armor. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the match. They're almost to our door. It's going to be a very close match. And I just got to do what I can. Throw up some bone walls whenever I'm able to. Bone spike them whenever I'm able to. Try not to die whenever I'm able to. But Twister, he has sprint. And he's using the very fast whirlwind. And he basically touches me and I die with my 1.4K res. I'm pretty sure I'm the smallest person on this battlefield. So I'm just going to utilize the wall. I'm going to utilize the wall to stay alive. Go through the barrier. They cannot touch me. I'm going to go inside. And I'm gonna just toss my bone spikes. I'm gonna toss my bone walls, just to make the idol, just to make standing on an idol a lot more difficult. With that bone wall, it protects my demon hunters, so that they won't be killed. Like a barb cannot charge through a bone wall. Bone walls are extremely effective against barbs because unless they use leap, which is a meme, then they can't actually get through a solid bone wall. And we won versus a team with 6 barbs. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now that if you learned that you really don't want the new Necro Pants, you want to continue to use Proximal Fear. The new main hand, the Stroke of Midnight main hand, is pretty useful to lower the cooldown on your Wraith form. So that is something that I will be testing in the near future, and I think it's probably something that could be useful in one of our builds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.